check this out. This shit right here is crazy. So we here. This is a long time coming. This shit been in the making for a minute.
Yep.
My
Yep.
dog had to pull up today because some crazy shit went down. Some crazy shit happening right now.
I call it normal.
He call it normal. This shit ain't normal. It's some crazy shit
This shit
going on.
normal.
And we want to tell y'all about it. And it just had to start somewhere, and we had to just get it going today. We wanted to tell y'all about it. So basically, this is a podcast called Missed It by One.
Missed it by one.
And it's starting today, January 1st,
2026.
2026.
But this shit been started though.
This shit been started. Probably 20
2022, 2023, maybe.
Nah, bruh.
We've been at it.
Nah, this shit, when it first came up when betting first started in Arizona. So that had to been like 2020.
2020, right.
It had to be like 2020, maybe 2021, but
Probably 21.
We're looking back. 'Cause like I said, we started right now. We can go back and check, and I come up with the actual date this shit started. But it's been a long time coming in this. It had to do it today.
We got the transcripts.
We got the receipt. What they say.
We got that.
We got the receipts and shit. So there's some normal shit this nigga saying it is, but this shit crazy. We want to share it with y'all, but like I said, we had to do it today. So it's been a long time coming. I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of a backstory of it. First of all, my name is Heavy. You can call me Heavy. You know what I'm saying? My name is Dior, but you can call me Heavy. This is my dog Trez. You know what I'm saying?
T-R-E-Z.
T-R-E-Z.
Making money easy.
Making money easy. And listen, we started selling cars together. I started working with him. He was already working there. I started like 2019.
Yeah.
So we got cool. You know, niggas talk. We the same age.
Yeah.
He from the A, I'm from the D. Yeah. We both in Arizona. You know, correct me. Let me know when I'm lying. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Let me know if I'm ever lying about any of this shit, right?
I'm with you.
So we, you know, if y'all from any of those cities or know anybody from those cities, y'all know how it go. Y'all know how I get down. Niggas trying to get more money. We trying to get on to something bigger. We trying to figure. That's the saying right there.
They're trying to
figure something out. And I'm gonna take it back to my dad. He from the D. Shout out to my pops, Uncle Real. His saying used to be trying to put something together. It ain't no different than I'm trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? So we've been trying to figure it out, right? So time go by. Our kids is best friends. They upstairs playing right now. And we talking, we bouncing ideas off of each other and trying to figure out what we gonna do. In the midst of all of this, though, in between this, so nigga be coming up with like a fire idea or something, but this nigga be in his phone. What he doing? He putting a bet in.
All the time.
Am I lying? He putting something in. That's just what he doing. I'm putting something in. Hey, boy, look at it. Every day we trying to sell car, we trying to talk a business, whatever we doing, but he on that phone, he putting a bet in.
They're trying to figure it out.
Trying to figure it out, cooking something up. And what happened was every other day, the niggas say, look at it, bro. I done made that bit by one.
Always by one.
Always by one.
$1.4 million.
And if you tuned in to this podcast right now, I guarantee you have missed a parlay that either would have got you a good ass dinner that night or could have damn near changed your life.
Paid your rent.
Paid your car. Shit. You missed that bit by one. No. Right? This was happening every other day. Man, I done made it bit by one. It's happening so much because I'm not gambling at this point. I don't even get on the app for real. I mean, I might dabble a little bit, but nothing serious. I'm not focused. And he telling me about it, and he talking about it, and he passionate about it, and I'm just listening. So I done told the nigga, I said, man, you need to start a podcast where you just talk about your bets.
Yeah.
That's what it was. We gonna start a podcast, and you know how niggas do. We'll have your bets, put them up on the screen.
Yeah.
You know, we'll put the bets up there, let people pick with them. We'll go through how you pick the bets, nigga, and the same shit you be saying to me, you could just say on the podcast because it's always. I mean, it's entertaining. I mean, if you ever work at a car dealership, it'll be a group of 4-5 people, 1 or 2 people talking, 3 other people listening. Yeah. When it comes to the bets, bro, talking about his bets. If he missed it by 1, he gonna grow into nigga. And I knew I shouldn't have picked him. I started to pick this nigga because last week he did this, and I should have known he was gonna get a hit. It was Bayball. That's when I remember vividly is when it started with Bayball. Nigga getting a hit, nigga getting RBI.
Nah. I'm gonna cut you out. It started with
when you started betting. It probably started with the football. Because we gonna get into that one too.
We made $200,000 by 1.
Missed $200,000 by 1. But at that time, I wasn't even working at the dealership.
You was.
I wasn't. I was. I remember I was at another store.
Oh yeah,
I had left.
Yeah. Cam, I listened to Cam.
You was in there with Cam and them, and you was still sending me because we worked together. I left, but we still kept cool, and then I ended up going back up to the dealership. But that's a whole nother story. So
we'll get into that.
Yeah. Not to take away from what bro's saying, he did start with the betting on the football. I'm talking about where I came in
with the podcast,
with the ideas is because at that moment he was doing the baseball. It was niggas to get home runs. So he had like 6 niggas to get a home run. He had like $27 on it, and it was gonna pay him like 118 G's. And he had 3 hits, 3 home runs, 3 more to go, a $6,000 cash out, and he wasn't taking them bitches.
Not taking them, never taking the cash out.
He was holding on strong. So we were out, and that's what this show is gonna be about. So we're gonna get into all of those bets. All the bets we talk about, like what he say earlier, we got receipts. We got the receipts. So we gonna be pulling this shit up because it's crazy. There's not a gambler in the United States, in my opinion, that's not already like what's your man name who be putting his bets online? Money Marco.
Yeah, Money Marco.
And Money Marco, and there's some other guys that's got a
$1 million Marco.
$1 million Marco, and then there's some other people that got social media presence, and they showing their bets and they showing they shit and how they making money and whatever with what bets they put in. There's not a outside of them niggas, it ain't a nigga fucking with this nigga, man.
Say it again.
No, I'm saying
you better tell him again.
No, I'm not even trying to gas it up or nothing.
You better tell him again.
And that's why we here right now, because some crazy shit happened today, and we're gonna talk about it. But we had to get the pod started somehow. So you see right now, this shit is we just both sitting at the screen at the setup, right? But I got 2 chairs and 2 little side. We got a whole little plan for this shit, right? We've been planning it for a minute, but we had to get this out here today.
We starting day 1 of the show.
Day 1 of the show.
Y'all tuning in.
So
shit about to be epic.
So I'm gonna go back. So it started with the baseball, and I'm telling them, bruh, everything you saying to me, we should just put it on the podcast. And we've been talking about that for probably about 2 or 3 years with the podcast. Missed it by 1. We coined the phrase. We patented it. We did all of that shit before we even came out with it. But because of what happened tonight, we had to fucking just get out here, get something recorded, get something that we can put out as the first show, and we'll go back to it at one point, and we're gonna laugh at it and we're gonna enjoy it. But this is the beginning of something crazy, right? We're gonna be way more polished in the future, but this is the beginning of something crazy. So we're gonna take y'all. I don't know if you wanna get into that, or if you wanna get into more of how this shit started and when you realized you was a baby goat at this shit. Cause that's how I look at it. No, for real. I'm being dead serious, bro. Cause I didn't even, and I bet way more now than I did, and I done hit some big parlays too. I done hit a couple.
We all when we look at the odds, we all of us in the crew. I think that we ain't nobody messing with us.
Not for real.
Not it ain't a lot of people, and we making enough money where it's drastically a big win.
Man, listen.
We putting stuff together that you just ain't seeing people put together.
Man, listen. We could just kind of go, and like I said, we got receipts.
Yeah.
So niggas not sitting here just making up motherfucking bet wins and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And we might be off by how many it was. If it was we say it was an 8 leg, it might have been 7, but we gonna pull these bitches up and we gonna tell you. But
How I go?
what was the one? So talk about the first one with
my very first bet.
The one with Cam. You listen to Cam because I remember you sent it to me, and this is just facts. He sent it to me, and the cash out was like 8,000 on the first one.
It was 12.
That's what it got up to.
Oh, it got up to 12. Yeah, you're right.
Because you sent it to me, it was
first.
like $8,000.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then he sent it to me again. It was like 11,000 and some change.
Yeah.
And I remember he needed Minnesota
to lose to Seattle.
To lose to Seattle.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I remember that. We wasn't working together, but he was sending me that shit. So tell me about that bet. How did you say that was the first bet ever?
That was my very first bet ever putting in. Ever. Never put a bet, but I played football growing up, so I always knew sports. I always watched basketball. I always watched every sport. Baseball. I used to work at Phillips Arena.
Right.
So I'm working at at the basketball stadium. Used to work at Turner Field in Atlanta. Mm-hmm. So I'm
Shout
always
out
Turner Field A. So Braves fan. I was always into sports.
Right.
So I ain't know nothing about gambling ever on sports betting. My whole life I never knew about sports betting. Till one day, one of the coworkers at the job, everybody was, I guess they just launched FanDuel out here, and they made it
in Arizona.
So they made it kind of open for everybody. Well, everybody can start sports betting. Mm-hmm. So I already kind of like missed like 2 weeks of sports betting because nobody told me about it. But then a guy named Brandon, shout out to my dog XRP Brandon.
XRP Brandon, shout out to Brandon, man.
XRP Brandon told me about sports betting. He sent me an invitation to join FanDuel. And my first bet, I was feeling myself. So I put $100 on a 15-legger money line NFL bet. And I didn't even really know about the money line, the pluses and minuses, or anything. I didn't know what none of that meant. The odds, none of that. I just went with all the teams that I thought was going to win. And while I'm putting my last few bets in, I had Seattle and Minnesota on there. And I went with Minnesota. And the guy behind me named Cam, he's from Seattle. He talked me out of putting Minnesota on my money line slip and told me why Seattle was going to beat Minnesota. I shouldn't even listen to him, though.
Yeah, no, you might as well go ahead and say what you was going to say. You ain't had no business picking them.
I ain't had no business picking them. I ain't had no business listening to nobody who don't even look like he know what he talking about.
Man.
He don't, I listened to the man, though, and he just gave me a good statement, or he had a good argument statement of why I should have picked.
Probably talking about who the quarterback
is. Yeah, they got the boy, sorry. They playing here, so they got into my head, and that was my first big real call of sports betting, listening to somebody else without going with my own expertise. So I went back on my ticket and changed the money line from Minnesota to Seattle winning. So I was okay that night. I woke up that morning, and I remember it like it was yesterday. I was sleeping on the couch because I stayed up all night, just looking at my bets and stuff. I woke up kind of late. It was on a Sunday. I woke up kind of late, around 9:30, and 3 or 4 of my games already started, and they was winning. Probably like 2 hours go by, all the games winning, but one game, it made a decision from the cash out to start coming. I didn't know anything about cash outs either. My first bet went like this. The Ravens kicked a 61-yard field goal. I forgot who they beat. They kicked
probably was the Lions.
They kicked a 61 yard field goal, and that's what crunk up the cash out. And after they won that game on that big field goal, the cash out jumped up to like $8,000. So now I'm geek, because now it's money, but it's unreal money.
Yeah.
Because I don't know nothing about cash out. And the Seattle and Minnesota game started. So now I'm feeling myself like, I'm about to win because Seattle go down the score. And now my blood pressure going, because now I'm like, shit, I got 200. I got this $200,000 I got on the line now, off of $100. I'm feeling it, and I'm not taking the cash out. You know, I'm looking at my girl, asking her what should I do, and she telling me take the cash out.
Of course.
She like take the cash
Shit,
out.
I
She
think
like
I probably was
you
saying
told
take the
me
cash out
you told
too.
me take the cash out. Everybody told me to take the cash out. I called my brother. I asked him. I called Big Crow. Crow, what you think I should do? He said take the cash out, Reezy.
I know I said take the cash out because I'm a cash out king right now.
Yeah, I ain't take the cash out though. I'm one of those guys. I believe if you going with some
Always.
and you feeling yourself, let it fit. Let it work your way out. Don't go for no cash out. I don't care what it could say $200,000 up there, 300. I want to win the bet. I want to be right all the time.
And it's crazy because that stands true. I mean, if y'all stay with us throughout this podcast journey, man, y'all gonna hear a lot of stories, real life shit of this nigga like asking, should I take the cash out? And niggas like, man, take the cash out. And the time that he do take the cash out for 12,000 or something crazy like that, he could have won 30.
30, 40. Missing out on big money, taking the cash out.
This is real shit.
Real life talk.
So I'm sitting here and I'm seeing all of this shit. So I'm gonna let you continue on that bet. So Seattle is down to basically Seattle and Minnesota. Everything else hidden. Everything else on point.
Everything else on point. And next thing you know, second half, Minnesota come out and put up 14 points on Seattle. Took my cash out all the way down to $2,000. I look up, I end up losing that game. And the next two games was Dallas versus Philly in Dallas, and Green Bay versus the 49ers. And I took Green Bay and they won, and I took Dallas and they beat Philly. And that Seattle versus Minnesota was the only game that I lost. My first bet would have paid me $212,000 had I not listened to Cam. Cam, you know who you is.
Yeah. You can't be mad at him though.
I can't be mad.
But that's how the cookie crumble. But
you can't just,
we mad at him though.
I'm mad at him, but you know, with this sport betting, this for all y'all out there who just starting sports betting, who been in it. You know, you got to stick with it. Stick with your guts. Number one, stick with your instinct. Number two, and you listening when you start listening to other people, you gonna find out the hard way.
That's
you know?
true gambler advice right there.
Yeah,
that's gambler nigga advice.
I'm giving you the sauce. This is the season of sauce.
The real sauce is we gonna say don't gamble, cause y'all not gonna come at us and say I've been listening to that podcast and they've been telling me we could do it. So we gonna protect ourselves and say don't gamble, but if you do, stick with your guns and with your first instinct, because that shit could cost you 200,000. Wow.
It could cost you 200,000.
And I think that must have been the moment that I don't want to say demon, but like a force was awoke in you.
Yeah.
And you've been kind of chasing that 400,000,
so
200,000. You know, since that moment that's what it's been. That's what I say. That's how we had all those conversations. Missed it by one.
I think you just said something. You know, you just said something that just hit home and gave me chills when you just said it. That was the first initial start of me actually getting involved and diving deep into gambling, because the wave of adrenaline, sports gambling,
yeah,
that feel I had when I was that close to winning $200,000,
man.
And had I would have went with my instinct, it almost became a
drug.
A drug.
Yeah.
It became a good feeling. Like, man, I want this feeling again, because it was almost like I was jumping out of a plane without a parachute.
Man, what? It's just like the first time I ever smoked some weed. I'm gonna just tell this story. I smoked some weed. I think I had to have been 16, because my homeboy Mo, it was his birthday. He was turning 15 and I'm a year older than him. So I was 16. It was me, Mo, my nigga Rock Dance, and a couple ladies with us. And we smoking weed in the Red Roof Inn. It's my first time ever, like, for real smoking weed, right? We at the Red Roof Inn on Belleville Road in Michigan. Y'all know about it. And I'm in there and I'm high, nigga, and I couldn't move. It was I got in the trance of like being high, like I'm sitting there, and you later understand that's where they get the term being stoned from. Nigga so high, nigga can't move. that was the first and only time I ever smoked some weed and felt stoned. And I was sitting there telling them niggas like, bro, I can't move, dog. And they laughing. And I'm, you know what I'm saying? I'm laughing because I'm like, I really can't move and shit. So after smoking that first time, I enjoyed smoking weed out. And I always thought, I'm about to feel that stone feeling again. That's kind of probably the same shit you talking about. Like after that, it was like, nigga, I'm trying to win 200K. I'm trying to win 400K.
It would never. When I see more guys online, they sports betting, and you know they winning $200, they winning $500, or it ain't even the money that they win. It's more. It was more like the odds for me.
Yeah.
How big of odds can I win?
Yeah.
Every single time. So that became my addiction.
Man, what?
With the odds.
That's why we here right now.
My odds always gonna be plus.
Astronomical.
Yeah, that's the plus. You can call it plus astronomical. That's what it is.
Because he'll have a ticket, and I'll be looking at it, and I'll be like, man, what did he be? But I'm telling you, but watch.
Hawks winning by 2.
I looked last week. He just telling me who scored, how many they scored last week, or he'll go back last year. Last year when they played, the score was 21-7. So this year, add 2 points to that, and he'll have a number, and it'll be and he'll explain that for a whole ticket, and he'll miss that bit by 1. So it came to it's funny. I make fun of it. I joke about it all the time. and when he missed one, that's why I said earlier, he always, I ain't had no business picking him. It was just the odds. So he'll have a perfect parlay sitting right there, and it'll be $20 gonna pay him $7,000. Yeah. But he wanted to pay him $10,000, so he had throw one more in there. Yeah. And that's what I ain't had no business picking him. Yeah. I done seen so many tickets. Yeah. Life-changing money, and the nigga missed it by 1. I done seen $6,000 cash out, $12,000. We at work. He walking up to me. Boy, look at it. He showing me his phone. Boy, look at it. Boy, look at it. He walk up to you all throughout the day, showing you he got. I'm like, man, take that cash out, man. Dude, he like, he already. Nah, boy.
You won't take cash outs over here, man.
This shit about to hit this shit, boy.
You got to follow it through, man. That's what I say. You got to follow it through. You got to.
And that's why we here right now, because some crazy shit happened tonight. Yeah. And we gonna talk about it. But before we talk about it, right? Because this a podcast, so like, we've been talking about doing this podcast for years. What do you want people, our listeners, because I mean, right now we talking to each other, right?
Yes, sir.
But it's gonna be people listening to us. Yeah. They're gonna be listening to us. They're gonna be trying to figure out what bet you put in there. They're gonna be trying to call in because we gonna have a number. We gonna have this shit set up for y'all. We gonna be able to have y'all gonna be able to call in, talk to us, tell us what bet you got, what parlay you hit, what's something you missed by 1 recently, what's something you thought you hit, because we got them stories too. This is why we do. How many times they done took a point away, or a touchdown away, or a nigga get hurt.
Yeah, somebody get hurt.
A nigga get hurt. Yeah. Jalen Duran tonight had 12 points in the first half. I just needed him to get 15. He hurt his ankle in the second quarter. Ain't come back. He ended the game with 12. You know what I'm saying? Those things happen, and I'm telling you, we'll be on the phone 20, 30 minutes of him explaining
how Vegas.
That Vegas. But and then he get into it, break it down. He ain't had no business. Did nigga average this many points against them? He at home. He playing against his old team. He you know what I'm saying? Breaking it all the way down, and it'd be like, man, that gotta be Vegas. And I'm gonna shout out my man. It's B Titty on Instagram. I've been watching him when he say he got the parlay band list.
He got the parlay
band.
Shouts out.
And so shout out to him. And I can't wait till you see this or hear this game, because I know you gonna understand all of it, everything we talking about. I see what you're doing. I'm gonna even shout out his podcast. What is you doing podcast? It's the same It's pretty much the same idea,
It's
but
the same thing.
Big Burger King got McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? It's not even really a competition. It's more like a alliance. So shout out to him because we coming.
We coming.
We coming. Missed It by One podcast. When we get this shit together, niggas gonna be able to call in. We gonna have the fucking graphics. You know what I'm saying? The YouTube page. You gonna be able to come on YouTube and watch it. We gonna have the bets up. So when we talking about them, I'm gonna have a screenshot of the actual bet up. We gotta talk about the one that you missed. The one that had basketball on there. You had hockey score was what?
The 1.4 million? 1.4 million missed by one.
$1.4 million parlay missed it by one.
And they ain't even offer me a cash out.
And like I said, we got receipts.
Got receipts.
So tap in, man, to the Missed It by One, because you'll be able to see the receipts of all this if you don't believe it. Like I say, we not just making shit up. My dog missed a parlay 1.5 million by one.
Yes, sir. You want me to show it again?
Yep. No, but yeah, I got it on camera.
You do?
I got it on camera. I don't know if the listeners heard it. But
I mean, it's all started off with a $1.4 million bet.
$1.4 million bet. Missed it by one.
You know?
He threw 15.27 on it. The odds was 9,742,859. Did you pull it up? I'll just show it to the camera because I don't know where we left off. And like I said, we had to do this shit tonight. This shit been in the making for years. And what happened tonight made him come to the crib and let's just get our first show, as raggedy as it may be, as unorganized, as many flubs, mess ups, accidents, whatever happens, is just gonna happen, bruh. We have to get, this is the start of the Missed It by One podcast. And this is the whole reason that shit started. Hold on, where's the screen where it show there? No. Where it show all the greens except the one.
That's it. That was it.
No, that one still got up.
All the green 1.487. And then
there it is. This is the main reason we started this show, the Missed It by One podcast. If y'all can look, that's 11 picks, one red, $15.27, and look at those odds. Do the math.
$1.4 million.
Do the math on that, bro. And when that happened, and we realized a nigga was one pick away from a whole new life. 1.4 million, they gonna take out 24%.
Yeah, I already calculated it.
You still was gonna get pretty much an M.
A M, 1.1 million at least.
You see what I'm saying? And so we on that journey. So like he said, we gonna have on every episode, this is what we probably gonna do, bro. Every podcast episode, you're gonna cook up a $1 million parlay off, like, say $25.
$25.
The average listener, when we have our listeners, the average listener will probably be able to put 25 on a parlay, especially if it could possibly win you $1 million. And we're gonna cook one up about 8 minutes to go in the episode, and you're gonna cook up a parlay.
Yeah.
Live on the mic.
Yeah.
We're gonna drop it before the parlay would end, so everybody who's listening will get a chance to put it in. And this is another thing. Pause. Whoa, put it in. That's crazy. But this is one thing that I say about gambling and people who gamble is we'll put anything in.
We'll put anything in.
We'll ask a nigga pick a number 1 through 10. and nigga pick number 7, and then
Yeah.
and that we go find whoever number 7 is to get a touchdown.
Yeah.
Or a home run or whatever.
That crazy that you just said that though. I'm gonna stop you right there because I've been thinking about the number 17 all day today.
Hello.
I'm watching hockey. Everybody had number 17 scored today. What going on with that?
You see?
See, you know.
So a nigga who gonna gamble gonna basically
look for the edge, his own edge. Make his own
superstition.
Yeah, superstition.
I've seen you pick a parlay based on the niggas' names if they had the same name as somebody who worked at the dealership.
I did.
So you picked a Brandon, you picked a Jordan, I picked Eric, whoever we had that worked at the job. If them niggas was on the team, he picked them niggas to get a home run.
Yeah, it almost hit too.
And it almost hit. It damn near was a missed it by one.
Yeah, damn near missed it by
I
one.
remember that one having a huge cash out at that point.
Yeah.
And man, we got so many bets. I mean, we done been at work looking at each other's phone. I'm showing him, look, bro, this shit about to hit 4,000. I done hit for almost 4,000 a couple times, 2,200, 1,500, 1,200. Woo. But my dog be getting big boy ones, 12,000, 11,000. He got some crazy shit today that we going to talk to y'all about. We going to share that one with y'all because this is the reason we here right now. This is why we starting this podcast today, January 1st, 2026. It's your boy Heavy. It's your boy Trez. We going to be locked in on the podcast. We're going to tap in with y'all. We want y'all to come back. We're going to figure out how to win $1 million if y'all put the parlay, because it's going to happen. I don't know if it's going to be this month in May and December.
This 2026, you will see $1 million parlay one on this show.
$1 million parlay one on this show. And look, as a gambler, you just want something to go with. Yeah. And then if he put it in and you say, 25 to $1 million is crazy, but if I take these 3 or 4 off and 25 turn into 50,000, we gonna want to hear about it.
Yeah, we want to hear about it.
Cause we want to hear the story. We want to shout out because he gonna cook it up. He gonna cook it up. It's gonna be to win $1 million. If you use any of it, please share it with us. We want to hear about it because we miss a lot by one. So you just take off that one. That might be your fucking
that might be your life change ticket right there.
And we want to hear what you got. Shit, we probably gonna put in one ourselves. We gonna have one viewer or listener call in and give us a parlay, and we gonna put that in.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And we gonna share bets. We gonna share picks. We gonna do giveaways. And free merch and things like that because we got all of that shit going.
Yeah.
We just been dragging our feet and actually pushing the record button and wanting to be a lot more polished with this shit. But what happened tonight?
We couldn't even do number prayer go.
We couldn't. We had to just prayer go today. So I don't know. We got about an hour in. I want to share y'all. This nigga called me he texted me 3 parlays tonight earlier today.
Yeah,
one of them, like I said, was gonna pay him 300,000. I saw one that was gonna pay him like 7,000, and he had another one. So let's talk about the one you won tonight because it's crazy and we gotta share it with the people. So talk about. You was telling me you just put that shit in. Tell me talk about what you put in.
Okay, so it was the afternoon. I wanted to throw some money on, the college football playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
But I messed around and missed. I missed the cut. I just missed the cut. The game already started.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really like, the odds weren't really there for me to jump in and feel like I can make some money. So anytime I'm jumping in something, I'm jumping in where I can put 4-5 in and I can make some money. If I can't put a 4-legger or 5-legger together and make no good money, I ain't gonna jump in and put it together. So I said to myself, self, we ain't gonna touch the college football. What we gonna do is we're gonna go down and hit it this hockey. So hockey, hockey, I like to go through everybody. I like to get familiar with the players, the different players in hockey. I like watching hockey. And but most of the time when I'm not watching it, I'm watching it on my phone, but I'm going with players that I can recognize
Right.
on teams that get hot. So I went first. I did a first leg, first parlay I put together for 362,000. That one was just players I can recognize their names, the ones that I felt like they were my favorite players at the time that I felt like
you knew they was gonna score.
they were gonna score. They the people on the team, the go to people. And then once I put that one together, I put a guaranteed one of most of all the star players that the bookies had favorites. They had them favorites, and then I put one more together that I wanted to just test the theory out that I was thinking. I was like, let me do a little baby research. I put a little baby research, not a little, not too much effort, but I put enough effort to start trying to see a rhythm. Like I said, let me see a pattern going on. So I went with all the players that I was familiar with. I picked 3 players that I was familiar with on each team, and then I said, let me see which ones score around the same time in the beginning of the month. And when I did that, I kind of started saying, let me pick 7 more. Let me pick 6 more. And I said, let me just do this. So I did that for probably about 15 minutes. Well, shit, in 15 minutes, I cooked up an $18,000 leg parlay now.
And hold on, I'm gonna just say this real quick. This is the shit. This is what he'll be telling me.
Yeah, this how I go.
This what he'll be telling me. Like, nigga, I went and I checked.
Yeah.
The players who score goals in the beginning of the month.
Yeah.
And I will be like, bro, what? Yeah, bro. These niggas between the 1st and the 8th, last month, this nigga had 7 goals.
That's last month.
From the 8th to the end of the month, that nigga ain't score.
He ain't score at all. See?
So he'll say that, and I'll be like, man, what? Oh, okay, bro.
So that's what I went with. So it went, it went just like that. Just like that. I went and I told him just like that.
Oh,
but
my God.
I was talking to myself just like that too, though. I'm sitting on the bed. I'm like, man, this man ain't scored all month. But in the beginning of the months, he been scoring. So I said, let me just test this little theory out. So I picked a little 7 leg together with players I usually never pick. Some of these guys I pick, like a couple of them, 3, 4 of them I pick. But the other 3 or 4, I haven't picked all year. But what I looked at was these guys were kind of scoring in the beginning of the first 3 or 4 days of the month. So some clicked right there and said, you know what, just try this little theory out. Bam. Man. I put it in.
He put it in, bro. And then, all right, so he sent it. He sent me all of them. And I'm looking. So when he do that, I always try to, all right, now I'm going to go back. I go in, see what he needs. So I go to ESPN.
Yeah.
Because I can't watch the bet like you can on FanDuel. So I go to ESPN, check and see if niggas scored. I seen one of the niggas scored out. You know what I'm saying? And his bet going. But I'm kind of watching TV and doing my own thing. So I fell off of it for a hot second. And the nigga called me. And you couldn't hear me. I had my AirPods on, but I said hello. First thing you said was, do you remember?
I said, boy, I'm about to win.
No. I answered the phone. He said, boy, we about to do the show tonight.
Oh, yeah.
He said, but boy, we about to do the show.
And that before the shit even hit,
That's before the shit even hit.
So that's how confident I was.
He said that. I said, what you need? He said, bro, I need one more. He said the game ain't even started yet. I need one more. It was the Nashville Predators and the Seattle Kraken.
The Seattle Kraken. Yeah.
Everybody else, like what he just said, he had a 7-leg parlay.
Just a 7.
For niggas to score goals.
Yeah.
The nigga said, I need one more to win. How much was it?
18,000.
He need one more to win 18,000 tonight to start off the new year right.
First day of the new year.
First day of the new year. I said, who you need? The nigga said, I need Maddie Beaners for the Seattle Kraken. So the game ain't even started yet. I looked it up. What I say? I said he had 4 goals all season.
4 goals all season.
He had 4 goals
Hey,
all season.
Hey, when he told me that, I felt bad though, y'all.
Listen.
Hey, I'm like, oh shit, did I just mess that up? But
I thought so. If he I didn't know he felt that way because I'm looking at it. I seen the other nigga. First of all, you kind of went over it. You said they be picking the other niggas. The other niggas they not gonna score.
Yeah,
they gonna pick one of these niggas to score.
Yeah,
he was plus 290.
Plus 290. That's it.
The other 2 guys that had I looked them up. I forget their names, but the other 2 dudes on their team had 14 goals, and another one had, I think it was 12 goals so far in this year. The nigga he picked had only had 4 goals on the year.
He only had 4, y'all.
So I'm looking at that. This is how I knew you was gonna win.
Yeah.
When his odds was plus 290, and the 2 niggas that had 14 goals and 12 goals, odds was 230.
You see that? Did you see that?
The odds was so close.
Yeah.
That I was like, okay, hold on, he's on to something. And when he said that, he said, yeah, but I feel like he gonna score because they gonna go away. They got all the money on them other niggas to score. Everybody. This is what he said. And I'm looking at it, and he convinced me. And in my head, I said, his odds is only 290. These other niggas is 230. I said, bro, you ain't even gonna sweat.
He said that, y'all, hey, I'm going to stop him right there. Everything he's saying, he said it just like that.
And the game ain't even started yet.
Game ain't even started, y'all, and he said it just like
we
this.
On the phone. He's showing me the bet. I'm looking at what need to happen. He just told me, I said, the nigga only had 4 goals. He said, yeah. They going to have all the money on them other niggas to score. That's why I picked him. Yeah. I feel like he going to be the one to score. That's why I picked him.
Yeah.
I looked at it. I said, it ain't even going to be a sweat, bro. They ain't even going to make you wait to the 3rd period and none of that. I said he going to make the first or the second goal.
He said that,
and you going to hit that bit. He said, because I just needed a guy to score. And he scored in the last 2 minutes of the 3rd period.
Alex Debricat.
For the Red Wings?
For the Red Wings.
He said he scored with the last 2 minutes of the 3rd period. He said I was just sitting there saying, please score. Please let him score. Please let him score. And when he scored, he knew it was meant to be.
I said there was the one tonight, y'all.
That's what he told me. I told that nigga, I said, bruh, because he said, I hope they don't make me sweat. First of all, the cash out was only what, $100 or something?
$96.
$96 cash out. We just need Matty Berners to score one goal to win $18,000.
Yeah.
I said, bro, you ain't even gonna sweat it. He gonna make the first or the second goal. The nigga made the first 2 goals.
Nigga made the first goal, y'all.
He made the first 2 goals.
First 2 goals. He scored 2.
My boy ain't had to sweat. I called him. He didn't even know. He thought I was gassing him up. He said, bro, you lying to me, bro. He said, swear to God, bro. He said, you lying. I said, why would I do that?
He called me and said, your boy just scored the first goal. I said,
first one.
He said, I told you. When I seen him calling me, I already knew what it was. When I seen him call him, I knew. I said, God damn it.
God damn it. Because I was waiting on the game to start.
Yeah.
And when I went in there and I looked at the phone, I saw that Seattle already scored.
Yeah.
I damn near started calling you already because I knew that nigga scored. It was like the first 3 minutes of the game, gang.
First 3 minutes of the game, right.
He jumped out there and scored, and my nigga won 18 racks.
Off a humbug.
Off of hockey. $15.
$15.
My dog put $15 on there. It's January 1st, 2026.
Yeah.
We've been talking about starting the Missed It by One podcast for about 3 years. We started it today, and we started it with my dog with an $18,000 hitter. Y'all don't believe me? Y'all think we lying? I'm going to just show y'all something right quick.
Show it to him.
This ain't no fugazi, none. Look at it. Paid. 7-leg parlay. That's tonight. You can check the games. You can check these games. You can check these names. That shit happened tonight.
Tonight.
That ain't nothing but God.
Number God.
God been telling us to do this show. He put it in our brains. He had us talk about it for 2 years. He had us prepare. It's not luck. It's not luck.
Mm-mm.
It's preparation met with opportunity.
Yep.
So my dog hit today. He called me before he hit and said we starting the show because he knew he was gonna win 18,000. Now, I ain't on this level, but I'm gonna be showing y'all some wins that I done put together too recently.
He on my level, y'all.
Nah,
he just being humble right now.
he being humble.
This man,
he being humble. Well, we gonna let y'all be the judge because we got receipts.
I think that we have, me and him both have our seasons. When baseball come around,
yeah,
he the baseball king.
I be fucking baseball up with some home run.
Run
parlay.
He's just a baseball king. Period. Home runs, games. I feel
money
like
lines.
Money lines. I feel like I'm that guy that I find that niche of whatever the edge at. Basketball, football, baseball, hockey. I can,
Listen, we gonna put in a lot of parlays on this game.
Yeah.
On this podcast. If you put one in, you might want to just take one leg off the parlay. It's gonna be up to you to pick that one. But 9 times, if he don't hit, he probably gonna miss it by one.
Gonna miss it by one. Bro.
So
hey,
listen, if you just see my dog hit to start off the new year, 18 racks. We got a podcast. It's called Missed It by One. It's your boy Heavy Dollars. It's your boy Trez.
Hello.
We gonna be on y'all every week dropping gems. So you're gonna want to tune in. You're gonna be able to find us on YouTube, Missed It by One, TikTok, Missed It by One, Instagram, Missed It by One, Facebook, Missed It by One, Twitch, Missed It by One, and Spotify and Apple Music. Anywhere you can find a podcast, you're going to find the Missed It by One podcast. It's going to be your boy Hev and your boy Trez. And we're going to do this, man. So Happy New Year.
Happy New Year's. And hey, tune in.
We're going to be back at
coming $1 million parlay coming this year on this show.
And I promise y'all, grow with us. We're going to have the sound effects. We're going to have the intro, the music, the clapping, all of that stuff, call in, all of that, man. But we had to get it going today. We appreciate y'all for listening, and we'll see y'all next time.